Whoever you are being given the green light to properly go savage mode on people you don't really care for, people that give you anxiety, people that don't make you feel good about yourself. And it's not necessarily their job to make you feel good about yourself, but it's not their job to make you feel worse. It's not their job to pick your life apart. This is exactly why you keep people like this out of your life. And I want you to know that you are divinely supported. Your angels, your ancestors, your spirit team, they watch over you and they're very proud of you. Very proud of you. You are scientifically proven, metaphorically speaking, a hermit. And you like to be by yourself. Steadily. Is that how you would say it? You know what I'm saying. You would like to be by yourself. There's very few people you like to be around. You like to pick and choose who you watch on the internet. You don't like to be around people. You're my kind of people. I get that. I am ferociously picky and protective. And not everybody is how I would like them to be, so I just mind my biscuits so my life can be gravy. You have been burned by the worst of them, and something has shown you again why you like to be by yourself. There is a new journey in your life that is about to start. Ooh, I just heard Street Bike rev its engine. So if you're new here, that's a confirmation. You have suffered so many betrayals, so many, like the daggers just like taking over. It reminds me of playing with little kids where you like fall over and you're like play fighting. You are fiercely and ferociously protective of your offspring, of your cubs, of your things. But for some reason, people were making you feel like you needed to dim that down. There was a part of you that felt ashamed of something. We're going to get into that and your new journey. So I have my channeled message and the situation, and we're going to pull out more situations to get you more clarification. But you have angels or ancestors or a loved one that is passed on that is trying to reach you to tell you that they're proud of you, to tell you that you're doing an incredible job, and to tell you that they are watching these people. The people that keep you up at night, the people that you don't want to build a life together with, the people that you're trying to forgive, those people. Your loved one is watching them. So for some of you, I feel like it's loved ones that have passed on. And then for others of you, it's a specific loved one. So let me know in the comments if that resonates with you. There is a life that you've been building. You're on the new timeline. You're chugging along. And then here come some family obligations or a holiday or a family function that you have to participate in. And you really rather not. So whoever you are, you see that people are keeping tabs on you, but they're trying to act like they're not keeping tabs on you. But everyone's watching very closely the life that you are building. People are in this hypnotic trance at the life that you've been building. They're very proud of you, but they're not going to tell you that. They are not going to tell you that. Some of them want to sabotage this. Some of them want to poke fun, poke holes, make it seem boring. They want to yawn. They want to eye roll. And that's really going to get under your skin right now because you are so fragile. I said it. We're light workers over here. We're a little fragila. And that is because we're always working through things and becoming enlightened. You would love to walk away from a lot of these people, but for some reason you can't. I don't know if they're in-laws. I don't know if they're nieces, nephews, cousins, brothers, whoever. There are some people that you know you cannot walk away from, but it does not mean that you are not going to create the biggest barrier ever. So they might think that you're crazy, but whoever is with you is going to think the same way. And if they don't think the same way, they're going to ride for you and carry out your plan as if they were you. If there's no one like that around you right now, you're doing it solo dolo. You are putting your foot down. You are putting your foot in it. You are not going to have a step and repeat of whatever you just went through during said obligations. You are communicating clearly with the life that you are building, the new timeline that you're on, and the people that you love that are on that timeline. So let's say you're with someone, or you got a bestie, or you have a sibling that you're close to, whoever this person is to you, you're like, hey, I would like to not never go through that again, and this is why. You might even have a good cry because these people really went out of their way to hurt your feelings. And for some of you, this could just be their banter of how they try to speak to you or try to poke fun, but it affects you and this person that you care about. How do I say this? There are loved ones that have passed on that maybe you didn't get to say goodbye to. Or maybe you were arguing with them, or you just don't feel like they left here and you were on the best of terms with them. This is what you're trying to prevent here. You're trying to prevent that from happening again. But it doesn't mean that you're going to gobble up all their hate. It doesn't mean that you're going to let them be reckless around you. Like, you are taking out the trash. You are very unhappy with whatever is just taking place. Now, I am filming this the day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and something could have happened on Thanksgiving. You guys can tell me in the comments, but remember, these messages are timeless, so there could have just been any major holiday or any major obligation that you just had to deal with, whether it was work or family. This is what you need to know that's going on behind the scenes as people are trying to poke holes in what you got going on. You have never been more private than you are right now. Things that you would normally post, you're not posting. Things that you would normally say, you're not saying. You might have somebody else say it for you. People are jealous of the way that you are cuffed to this new person or this new life. Maybe you've been married for a long time. Maybe you've been with someone for a long time. Maybe you've just been living a certain spiritual life for a while. People are watching your social media, but then when you're in front of them, they can't be bothered to truly engage. Let's say you were going to a family function and there was something you wanted to wear, but you didn't want to be made fun of for wearing it, or you didn't want to be made fun of for liking something or doing something. So you literally thought about hiding it. Like, well, I don't want them to know that I like this, and I just don't want to hear it, and I just don't want them making fun of me, and da-da-da-da, because you know how they are. You know how they are. Whether it's the wine that you like drinking, or the tattoos that you have, or the shoes that you like, or the car that you drive, or don't drive. You know what they're going to make fun of, so you considered skipping it. You considered not bringing something around or having people in your home, and somebody convinced you to just be yourself, to not dim your light around these people because you are the star. And what happened? It wasn't as bad as it could have been, maybe in past years or maybe in the past, but it was still annoying. There's this energetic cleanup. There's a physical cleanup and an energetic cleanup that you have to do after being around these people. Being around family, being around, I'm just going to call them obligations. Being around these obligations. It could be work, it could be family. So not only do you have to physically clean and fix and repair and take out the garbage, then you have to energetically cleanse. But I have good news for you. You have angels or ancestors that are also helping you do this. They are really working overtime to keep these people at bay. And I feel like there is a lesson in whatever they've said to you, showing their ignorance, showing why you're not a fit or a match. It's just going to be reiterating the fact that you keep them at arm's length, and you should. That you should have this brick wall if you talk to them at all. I feel like these people, they make you feel bad about doing well. I'm hearing motorcycles. They make you feel bad about doing well or doing better. And I don't mean like they come out and say it. They either ask you for things, they want to take things from you. They don't actually say it. They just have a roundabout way of taking random things. Could be a freaking pot holder or a spoon or a cup. It's like, oops, I didn't mean to take that. It's mine. Or, oh, you have plenty of those. Just give me that. These people do not know how to mind their own business. They love trauma dumping. And even that, they're trying to be very quiet about. They're trying to be very quiet about the way that they trauma dump. It's almost like they save it for a big crowd or they save it for social media. But you feel it when they're nearby. Someone has awoken the sleeping wolf because you are about to become the Empress. You are starting a new journey of abundance. And there's people around you that maybe weren't convinced about doing things a certain way because of what they want to appreciate, because of how they've been humbled, because of their own journey. But they are starting to see where there's a line that needs to be drawn. And I feel like with the people that you're dealing with, you always have to draw several lines in the sand. Like, nope, this is the line to stay there. And then you have to draw another one, and then another one, and then another one to keep them at bay, to keep them back. And it's just very unfortunate. Like, you could have loved ones that aren't doing well health-wise. They're not going to be here forever. I mean, none of us are, but do you know what I mean? So you're trying to make the most of it, but dang, is it hard? That's the type of energy that I'm getting. Wherever you felt like you didn't want to do the most to be yourself, or you did act like yourself and your normal, bubbly, whatever, and then you felt like nobody was listening, or people were dismissive, or people were making fun of you. And that is such a trigger. But someone that cares about you and an ancestor that has passed on that cares about you as well does not want you to feel bad. You have people mesmerized by the things that you love doing, by the person that you are. You are a wolf, a lone wolf. You are fierce. You are a lion. You are the Empress. You are the goat. You are galactic. You are a big deal. So, of course, these people want to take from you, and that is why you are energetically hesitant around them. They think, oh my gosh, they've got plenty, so just give me some. You've plenty. Under any other circumstance, you would have blocked these people a long time ago, because I'm getting that these people were never there for you. They were never there for you. They're here now out of convenience. They kicked you while you were down. And you have not forgotten. You're barely getting to the forgiving part. Do you know what I'm saying? And now that you have built your 10 of Cups, they would like to come into your sandbox and kick your sandcastle. They'd like to come into your sandbox and kick your picnic around. Who in the frick? I can't. And it's like, it doesn't matter how much you communicate clearly with them. They're just so jealous, and they become better at hiding it, but they're still passive aggressive. They're very passive aggressive with you. Scarcity, limiting beliefs. This could be your person's family. This could be your family. This could be your coworkers. You just feel bad. Not like you're trying to judge or make people feel bad, but there has to be a line to protect you. Another thing is these people that you're dealing with, you don't know if you want them around for this new journey. You could be extending your family. Extending or expanding? You know what I'm saying. You could be expanding your family. You could be moving. It's like you're getting a big upgrade. Some of you don't know what the upgrade is, but you will know in the next week. Some of you don't know what the upgrade is, but I feel like it's a home or family. Either way, you're starting to see, like, even if I had those things, I don't know if I'd want these people a part of it, because you're so ferociously protective of the life that you've built. If you really suffered when they were just standing by, you're not forgetting that, and you choose to never suffer again, to ever be broke again, to be homeless again, to be without again. So now that you've rebuilt all of it from the feet up, from scratch, now they want to come in and say, oh my gosh, what is that? What are those? What is that? And you just feel eyes on you. You feel this dense energy. So you're doing an energetic cleanup right now. Taking out the trash metaphorically. You are doing a black magic cleanse, an evil eye cleanse. You're about to Reiki your whole sanctuary or house or car, wherever you were around said people, like you were about to Reiki the F out of that. You are no longer imprisoned. You are no longer struggling. You are no longer homeless. But these people make you feel, I don't know, there's something about the past where it's like they can take you there in an instant. You're like, I'm not going back there ever. I am not. And it reminds you of why you enjoy being the hermit. So these people, they don't want you to live in the past, because in the past is where they treated you poorly. I think they treat you bad now. Remember back then when they treated you even worse? And now the only reason they don't treat you worse is because they know how strong you are. But get this. If you feel like you could have communicated better or more clear or been more assertive, but it's hard because it makes you emotionally unwell sometimes to even hear them or deal with them. Your confidence is coming. Karma. Okay, karma is sorting people out to give you the distance that you need in between you and others. And then it's also helping you rebuild your confidence because you're working on the life that you deserve. You've built it. You've been rebuilding. You're not done, but you've come really far. Now you have to work on feeling like you deserve that. Motorcycle. That one's a Harley. Now you have to work on believing that you deserve the life that you have been building brick by brick, layer by layer. And when these people are around, you don't feel like this. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Because even if you do start feeling like this, you immediately start feeling like this. They say one word, they say one thing, they do something, and they're just like, you're the butt of the joke. And you're like, I don't even. So that message was coming in really strongly. You have a new journey. So I know you might feel like this right now, like annoyed. Like, oh my gosh, I have to clean this, clean that, do this, do that. And why? Why do I have to deal with this? It's because you love someone. You're doing this for them. Or you're doing this to forgive. Or you're doing this so you have a chance at getting a proper goodbye, or mending or repairing a relationship. You're maybe trying to slowly repair a relationship, but with boundaries. But that could be really hard to do when you're doing that with people that don't take accountability ever. They never say, oh yeah, I did that, my bad. Or, you know what, I shouldn't do that, or I shouldn't say that. They never do that. So let's get into what those that are watching over you, want you to know at this time, I feel like it has something to do with you giving them things or helping them. I feel like they want you to do less of that. If you still want to be involved in their lives, but you need to do less with the, yeah, I can give, yeah, I can do that. There's a part of you that doesn't want to be the star around them that turns into a people pleaser. And this is your normal state. You're like, I like to be by myself. But then when they come around, you're like, oh yeah, I can do that. You turn into like this vending machine. And I even feel like you've been trying to do that, but they still have a way of pulling that out of you. And you're like, how do they even do that? I don't want to do that. And then you're mad at yourself. Like, why am I ashamed of the life that I've been building? Why am I ashamed of the love that I have? Why do I feel bad about this? Why do I feel like I have to give to them? Why? So there is advice here for you that you need to know about. Let's see. Second chakra, Archangel Michael. Right now, confirmation, you are working on the fact that you deserve these things. You deserve to be creative. You deserve to be in love. You deserve to be happy. So part of it is like things that you've always needed to know, but something that's been coming to a head so you can communicate it clearly. Like, hey, don't do that. Don't do this. Because they really push it to like somewhere dark where you gotta like, I don't know why you have to even say it, but you do. Like, do I really have to be that jerk? Do I really have to say this or that? But there is a pathway being cleared. We have community. There is a community of people just like you, especially in my comment section, that get it. Their family is hard to be around. Their coworkers are hard to be around. And they're looking for a way out to not feel bad about their happy sanctuary, their happy home. And this is why you keep it so private. But you do have a couple of friends coming in. But you might be really weary of that because you're so used to people keeping tabs on you. Okay, what do they need to know right now? Whoa. Anxiety. These people give you anxiety. You get a lot of anxiety before you have to deal with them. Listen to your body. Maybe even this year, you become more vocal, or in this season, like, no, I really don't want to deal with them. No, I really don't want to deal with them. No, I really don't want to work there anymore. No, I really don't want to live there anymore. Like, I really don't. And maybe you've been getting better at the right words. Like, they make me feel like this, and I just don't want to be around that anymore. I don't like the negativity. I don't like feeling like I owe them, or whatever the case is. They basically turn your cornucopia upside down. They start grabbing at things and taking things and just acting like animals. They don't care. They really don't care. It's like they have no home training. They have no boundaries. They're just down for whatever. And it's like you have to be the grown up and like smack their hand and say, stop. It's annoying. I know that this situation made you cry, or like, oh my gosh, like you feel like this triggered child. You feel like your inner child is not safe around these people. They're a big red flag, but it feels mandatory. And so you're trying to figure out a way to compromise with someone to where it's not mandatory that you have to deal with them. Whether it's you walking away from this job, or walking away from this family, or not participating, there is something that you're going to figure out a new strategy. You are going through a crown chakra activation, and you have the help of Archangel Ariel and Archangel Uriel. In this crown activation and this sacral activation, your strategy is changing. Someone here could be 36, 41, 21, 18, or 48. You could be seeing 1111 or 111. You don't feel safe around them. If your life was in their hands, you're like, I don't think so. Never. And so many times they have let you down. These people always let you down. They're very selfish. They're self-absorbed. They don't care about anything but themselves. And you coming out of this hermit mode for however long you just did this, you're like, nah, this is broken beyond repair. I'm not trying to go back that way. You're about to remind people of who the F you are. You are trying to be more kind or compassionate or empathic, and you're seeing like, nope, can't even do that with them, because they take advantage, and what goes around is about to come around and around and around and around. Like you are going to get your confidence back. And oh my gosh, I'm telling you, somebody here is getting pregnant. Somebody here is getting pregnant and really ain't going to be having none of this. None of it. That's going to be for some of you. Some of you, because I have the Empress here too. We have morning sickness and the Empress. I mean, if you're not trying to, you know what I mean? But something is coming into your life where you're not going to have to deal with said people as much. It's showing you as well, like, you don't care if you had 5 cars, you wouldn't give them one. You don't care if you had a 10,000 square foot house, you wouldn't share a house with them. Do you know what I mean? And it's not because you're greedy, it's because they don't give an F about you. Everything they do has a string. They gossip about you. They keep tabs on you. They're like monitoring spirits that you're obligated to talking to. And you really don't like being told what to do. You really don't like being told what to do. Breadcrumbing. They're like, oh my gosh, I got this for you. And it's like, they love regifting. Maybe to seem like they care about you. But you know that they don't. They never, that's okay. Thank you, Spirit. They never make any real effort. You know the effort is a fugazi. You know it's fraudulent. I can't. Love bombing. So you see it for what it is. You would love for it to change so you can just giddy up out of here, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, and you see that now. So it's like you're aware. This is never going to go further than where it's at right now. This is never going to go further than that. Because for you to hide or want to hide things that you have achieved, you being proud of what you have achieved, and then having to be talked into, no, that is something you've worked hard for, just sit down and enjoy it and let them see it if they see it. That's hard for you. That makes you feel vulnerable. It makes you feel open to let people come in and do whatever the heck. And that's exactly what they did. So as you're doing this spiritual cleanup and this motorcycle and this physical cleanup, physical and metaphorical, you're going to get mad. If you weren't already mad yesterday, you're going to get mad again. There's about to be some more drama, because you're hearing about some shade or some disrespect, or you're just going over. I feel like you're an overthinker. So you're going over what was like all the events that took place. And you're like, wait, that was an insult. That was an insult. No, you are about to succeed in something very big, right? Something that you've always wanted. And remember, one of the reasons you're not supposed to be giving, one of the reasons some of these people are taking is to see if you'll give them more. Remember, you have a spiritual trust, a divine trust fund that is coming in for you. And if you would just hand them the keys, if you would just let them move in, are you getting what I'm saying? Your ancestors do not want this going to them, because you're the one here doing the work and breaking the generational curses. Some of them have even had the same opportunities and have squandered it and blown it completely. I'm not kidding. Let's say you and your siblings came into some money, but you and another sibling are the only one that have a savings account and everyone's blown through their money. They've had the same opportunities as you and still want to take what's yours. This is an annoying test, but it is a test, and it's a test that you will pass. It is a test that you will pass. These people, they didn't overlook you. They didn't underestimate you. They just didn't know that you would rise like this. They didn't know that you would be in the spotlight like this. They feel like you're going to be famous. Another motorcycle. Because there could have been somebody in the family that they like getting attention. Oh, thank you, Spirit. These are the people that they're the clout chasers. They're the thirsties. They're the dusties. They're the opportunists. So they like being the center of attention in this environment. And you're the center of attention in what you do. It's not the same arena as them. So think about it. They don't play down what they do, and it ain't better or bigger than what you do. So why are we dumbing that down? Why are we even thinking or hesitating about watering it down? You are about to get a lot of public recognition. So you don't have to pretend that these obligations are meaningful. You just know what it is. Like, it's an obligation. I did it. Okay, I'm done. That you are at capacity for what you can give, and you refuse to start over with these people. You're just thinking about how you can strategize to give even less because somebody has been rude to you, disrespectful, slick, acts like they like you, but they don't. Because maybe you're also realizing if you didn't do anything for them, they probably wouldn't come around. If you didn't do anything for them, they would not come around. Did they come around before? And you're not even giving a lot. But did they come around before? No. No. You have an ancestor that's ferociously protective over you. They really don't like how you're being treated here. Doesn't have to be the worst behavior, the most atrocious behavior for it to not be what you should be around. That's not healthy for your mental health. You are top tier. You are irreplaceable. You are superior. You're not trying to act like you're better, but you're dealing with slime. You're dealing with people that are slimy. They're also very moody. They're moody. They vent about you a lot and they act like they don't. Oh my gosh, pregnancy test. This isn't even supposed to be in here. So we have mood swings, pulled over. One of them could be getting pulled over. I'm telling you, somebody is getting pregnant. And that is really going to change all of this. You also could have a lot of family members that don't like you because of your marriage or your relationship. You got a lot of people hating on you in this family. And so whoever actually gets to see you has the gossip. They're the bone carrier. This is something that you've been realizing about your life. Do I really want to be a part of this cult? Do I really want to be a part of this group, this family, this whatever? Because whoever actually gets to be around you is, in fact, the bone carrier. There is one bone carrier that you're dealing with, if not two. Yeah, 1 to 2. I'm hearing that strongly. Could be from 2 different families or 2 different situations. I feel like it's also a warning for somebody that's trying to come in. Somebody that you haven't seen in a long time that wants to come in. So if you just dealt with this obligation and you got mad, there's somebody else that's confirmation. There's somebody else that's trying to come in that wants to act like, oh, I want to see how you're doing. Boopity boopity boop. No. They need a bone to carry. There are a lot of people that are irrelevant. You've blocked access to so many people that It's hard for any one person to sneak their way in or even be welcomed in to get a bone to carry, to have any details, to have any information about you. And then there's a whole session that takes place. And that's what they talk about for the whole next year. The whole next year. So somebody sees that they can only be the center of attention now if they have information on you. And so now other people want to meet with you, and people from the past are trying to come back in. You're not having that. You're not having that. Yeah, they're trying to disguise the fact that they want something from you. So they're going to act real nice and breadcrumb you. They are not really going to make any real effort. And it's crazy because this person also regifts. These are two different families. And this person regifts and does that and wants to carry the bone. And this person regifts and wants to carry the bone. I don't know why that's an important sign. You've had enough of these people venting about you, because you hear it in the ethers. You hear it in your dreams. You see it in your dreams. You see it in your visions. You know spiritually that they cannot be trusted. You're like, I don't care if I have no proof. I don't care if I don't have any freaking proof. I don't care. I know that they're talking about me. You're the seer. Hello. You're just seeing that this relationship is toxic. So you're just trying to figure out how to minimize the time, minimize the effort, minimize the conversations, the communication. You're like, I want no part of this. I want no part of this. Wow, we have tweet. Look, they want to go public with what you know or what is going on in your life because you have shut everyone out. For good reason. You have shut everyone out. You are no longer an open book, and people are mad. So they're sending one messenger in. Like, okay, well, they only want to talk to you. They don't want to talk to us. So why don't you go in there and figure out what's going on and come back and tell us? So we can laugh and make fun. And no, they can't disguise themselves. They're false identity, and you've known it for the last year. Strongly for the last year. I feel like you've really not been happy. Yeah, not been happy with them this last year, where you're handling it even differently, where normally you'd get really mad and you're just like, no, I'm not interested. I'm not interested in that. It's like they want to know as well if you're pregnant. Your family could be very competitive. They want to know if you're getting married. They want to know if you're pregnant. They want to know if you have a house. They want to know how much money you have. These are all cycles that you are getting ready to close. These could be the loose ends that you're tying up. These could be the people that normally like getting handouts from you. No, we got another breadcrumb card. Some of them might feel strung along by you if you all of a sudden cancel plans, but you didn't really want those plans to begin with. They weren't like set in stone. This love is unrequited. Yeah, you're, whoever watches over you, a loved one that's passed on, is saying you're succeeding. You're doing things that they were not able to do. You're succeeding. And you might be thinking this, like, who is this loved one that is watching over me? Is it a grandparent? Is it an aunt, an uncle? I'm not sure. I'm not sure who this is. Let me see if I can get some hints on who this person is. But I feel like it's a grandparent, an aunt, or an uncle. Or somebody that was like a parent to you. Okay, so what I'm channeling is it could be a grandparent that had to take you in as a parent. It could be an aunt or uncle that treated you like a sibling, like a big brother or a big sister. So let me know in the comments. I thought I was going to have to shuffle, but I guess not. It could be two of them. But it's like these people loved you more than you realize, because I feel like maybe you didn't get a long amount of time with them. But you enjoyed spending time with them. I feel like maybe you got shuffled around a lot between families or moved a lot. They are definitely one of your spirit guides. Or they definitely try to help prompt you out of negative thinking, or they prompt you to they prompt you to help you level up. Sometimes you'll get an idea where you're like, I don't even know where that came from, but I have a feeling I'm supposed to act on it. So you'll ask for confirmation. I feel like that comes from this person. But you are going over situations where people have made fun of you and it makes you feel terrible. Maybe it's important that you sit in a spot where you get these type of messages. Does that make sense? Like if you remember a time where you got a message strongly, that could be a place where they try to communicate with you. Or where you don't have any distractions at least. Because something you're doing now is what you're supposed to be doing. Maybe that's your purpose, or who you're married to, or what you do for a job. They're very proud of you. Maybe you were confused about your purpose. Yes, you were confused. You're like, I don't know if this is really what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm getting that you are supposed to be on social media for something. Especially if you help people or have a desire to help people on the internet. That you were worried, like, oh my gosh, I don't even know anymore. Like, is this the right move? And you are breaking generational curses. You are breaking generational cycles. We got the Chariot, and it's a motorcycle. Wow. So you were confused. Like, I don't know which way to go. I'm lost. Do I go this way? Do I go that way? And you, oh my gosh, the fact that there's sand here. You will make it to the right sandbox. And she is pregnant. Look at this. Wait. Pregnant. Pregnant. Hello. That is why there is a trust fund that doesn't go there. There is a trust fund that is about to be unlocked. You are healing. You are that chick. You are that, you're that person on the block. You're the it girl or the it boy on the block. And you are healing from a lot of things that have just been very painful. And I feel like it's good to cry it out and be like, yeah, that really hurt my feelings that they said that they were making fun of me, that they picked on me. So you might be telling somebody that. You might be telling somebody that you care. It really hurt me when they said that or they did that. I don't think that was funny. 6 of Wands. You are on the right path. It's going to lead you to success. It's going to lead you to abundance. You have a lot of money coming in. Or you have a lot of, no, it's money, but it's not coming through as money. It's coming through as happiness, like savage happiness. That's even a thing. Sounds good. It's cornucopia that could never get turned upside down. It is success. It's stability. It's knowing that you're okay. You don't have to stress about what's in your bank account because you will just always have this. What you have been building is not going away. So if you've been worried no, it's not going to stay here. It's going to go away. I don't even know how I got this, or no, you've been working your butt off. You've been working your butt off for a long time. So they want to tell you that you're doing it well. You're doing it right. Enjoy the good connections that you have. Oh, okay. They don't want you to focus on the bad connections, even though they're trying to get a rise out of you and they think they're funny. They like it when you're running around with your head chopped off. They like when you don't know what to say. I don't like this energy. I don't like it at all. It's making me like, it's giving me the ick. Your spirit team wants you to focus on the relationships that make you happy and mending those or making them better, like really building on that and communicating well. Now, whoever these other people are, they just have no shame in trying to make your life an open book when you would never just willingly give that information to anyone. Oh my gosh. Sips tea. Careful who you listen to. So this is about negative thinking and people gossiping about you. Don't listen to what people are saying about you, because people are always going to have something to say. Don't listen to what people are saying. Don't read the comments if they're negative. Don't listen to the negative thoughts. It's like devil energy is trying to slow you down. Oh, okay. Devil energy wants this ick and this negative programming and you thinking that you're not enough and that you don't deserve this success. Because if devil energy can trick you up out of believing that you deserve this success, then you won't hold on to it. You won't grab it. You won't claim it. Devil energy wants you to think that you're undeserving of this family, this relationship, this marriage, this pregnancy, this trust fund. So don't worry, this confidence is going to come with time. Keep throwing those brick walls. Keep throwing those brick walls because justice is on the way. Yeah, look at them. Whole demon in the house. Whole demon. They're not nice. They're just so self-absorbed. And when they're not being self-absorbed, they're just watching you. They're just watching you in disbelief. I'm also getting that these people are always in toxic relationships. They don't like to be held accountable. They don't like to be held responsible. They don't like to be called out. Did you see this shoot out? It shot out and it stuck under tweet and had enough. Hold on. This is what it is. They don't care how they get this. They don't care if it's... They don't care how they get it. They have no shame in how they get that attention. Ew. And it was under this. It was under no shame. It was under you've had enough. Under they're venting about you. And you not knowing if you should do more. No. Oop, sirens. Let the paramedics sort them out. And I'm not even trying to be funny, but there's more going on behind the scenes that you just don't even need to know about. It seems like it's something disturbing. There's more going on behind the scenes that you don't even need to know about, or that they're making fun of, or that they're saying that's like inappropriate. I don't like that. It's like they like to make things inappropriate to make them not credible. They want to figure out a way to make your life not credible. This is why you like to stay in. This is why you don't like to talk to people. Ugh. So maybe that's why you're asking, like, should I be online? Should I be on the internet? Is that the right thing? And you are learning the discipline and to learn that you're deserving. So I want you to comment down below a beautiful affirmation. Why am I so deserving? Why am I so deserving? Because you can't win with whoever that frick these people are. Yeah, they got you all the way effed up if they think that you're going to do that again. So right now it's time to focus on the love that you have. Kundalini Awakening, Grand Rising. If you made it this far into the video, I want you to comment down below Grand Rising. Let's get you guys some advice. You have so many good things coming in and it's like it's being tainted by their jealousy. Doesn't make you feel good. Like, oh, I don't know. Like, I just don't like it. I don't like it. This is why you keep things private. And then guess what came out? Don't be afraid to sing. This is also teaching you, don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. They're toxic. Not you, them. They want you to be like, oh my gosh. No, F them. Literally. They're so rude. They want to be the star. They are never the center of attention, like in how they want to be. And if they are, it's for something negative, or it's for them to play the victim. You know? And it's just sad. It's just sad. Okay, let me try not like I made such a mess. Anyways, let me just put this over here. So we have don't be afraid to sing. These people are not good influences. They are behaving badly, in case you were like, oh, maybe they're not that bad. Did you cry yesterday? But did you cry? Like, F them. Okay, anything else? You see clearly. You are seeing it clearly. They don't want you to think that you are. Like, oh, what do you mean? I didn't mean that. I'm not toxic. Don't you know that you're toxic? Yeah, they are toxic. But seriously. And I just keep seeing that, like, your loved ones are so proud of you. They're like, look at her shine. And I wish you had, like, more of that, or it felt more amplified, or it was easier to listen to. Now I'm hearing an airplane. We have the lighthouse. You are the lighthouse. We have I am always enough, and don't doubt your worth. This is, okay, I just thought of an example. This would be like you getting a home and making your home like the way that you would like it. Let's say you want like a princess room. And you're like, oh, I'm going to make it so pretty. It's going to be like out of a fairy tale book. It's going to be so whimsical and romantic. And then they see it and they're just like dogging on you, ripping on you. Just like, and then you're, playing it off, and then they leave and you're like, and it's exactly why you didn't want to show them that. Like, your inner child does not feel safe around them for a reason. For a reason. So it's time to come home to yourself. I don't see you communicating with them like you want to. They just don't respect boundaries, like, at all. At all. They don't understand anything about you. So you will be given like epiphanies, signs, synchronicities to tell you to start something new. I don't know what that is, but it's something that's going to help you. Okay, whoa. And then we have, last but not least, endings are inevitable. They're always in the gray area because they always want to dominate the conversation, or, they know that you like to be alone. You just feel really disappointed by them as well. I just feel like these are not people that you're going to co-create with, because look, they have you on that tightrope. Like, oh, what do you mean it's a far jump? Oh my gosh, what do you mean it's a far climb? Well, you can do it. Like, they'll just have you do all the doing for them. You have a deep knowing of, I gotta maneuver different. I'm giving them the wrong idea, that I'm just gonna allow them to do whatever the frick. It's not gonna happen. Okay? So again, your star power is here. You are allowed to walk away. You are allowed to Control Alt Delete. You are allowed to make some new boundaries, a new line in the sand. Oh, I didn't realize there's a line in the sand there. It's a heart, but there's going to be more lines in the sand. And center or focus on the connections that matter to you. But great success is on the way. And you are going to be feeling happy and complete. So be careful of who you are giving time and energy to. Because the devil wants to trip you up out of your feelings and up out of your position. Wants you sitting in this anxiety and crying. No. I love you guys so much. Let me know what's going on in the comments. Don't forget to smash the you know what, hit the bell, duh. You do not want to miss out. Especially when I go live, you need the notification. Hello. And just thank you guys for being a part of my soul tribe, my community here. I hope you feel safe and loved. And I look forward to speaking to you guys in the comments. So don't forget to drop your favorite affirmation. All important links are in the description box. Bye.